Sonya Massey. So her murder trial has started. And the first piece of things that I've seen up on it is that the partner of the killer cop, or the cop who killed her, has spoken out about how he felt in the situation and everything like that. We wanted to hear how the partner felt. We have. So let's get over into it and see what we can find out. We've been waiting for this.
Explosive new testimony from inside an Illinois court. For the first time, we're hearing from the partner of an ex-deputy who's accused of killing a black woman in her own home. The partner says he was actually scared of his coworker and not the woman, Sonya Massey. Sean Greyson's partner, you see him here in this court sketch, is telling the jury tonight that Massey never seemed to be a threat that night last July. Massey had called police, remember, late one night. She was worried about a prowler. This is body cam video of Greyson and his partner responding to that call. Things started getting tense when Greyson asked Massey to put down a pot of hot water that she had grabbed from the stove. So this is her. You see her walking over to it in this part of the body cam video. We'll show you a video the next moment when Greyson fires his gun at Massey 3 times. You've got to warn you, it is obviously hard to watch.
I'll shoot you in a better I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face. Okay, I'm sorry. Drop the pot! Drop the pot!
Now, prosecutors say this body cam video proves that Massey was not actually a real threat to Greyson. But Greyson's attorney argues that his client's actions were reasonable under the circumstances. Greyson has pleaded not guilty to 3 counts of first-degree murder. Maggie Vespa is outside court. As court, Maggie, has just wrapped up in the last hour or so. And that very notable testimony today from Greyson's partner. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, Hallie, that was explosive. He took the stand late in the day. His name is Deputy Dawson Farley, and he basically was immediately questioned by prosecutors. He was a witness for the prosecution about Sonya Massey and his feelings about what she did when she had that pot of water. They were asking him things like, were you nervous based on what she was doing? He said no. They said, were you worried she was going to hurt you? He said no. Then he went on.
That's damning evidence right there. Truly damning. The partner who was with you, who was in that same situation as you, said that no, he was not feeling scared. Let's keep going through this. We're going to back it up a little bit so we can hear the whole thing of what he was saying.
You nervous based on what she was doing? He said no. They said, were you worried she was going to hurt you? He said no. Then he went on to clarify that he was indeed scared that night, but not of Massey. Instead, he said he was scared of his partner, Sean Greyson. There were protesters out here earlier today. We relayed that tidbit of information to them from our producer inside the courtroom. This was the organizers' reaction.
If your own partner was afraid of you that night, that means that you were unhinged. That means that you had no business being on the police force. Your job was to protect and serve. And if your own partner was afraid of you, Sonya didn't have a chance. With Sean Greyson being in her house that night, it was the devil at her doorstep.
I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Absolutely crazy, y'all. Good points. Good points. Like what I said. If your own partner in that same situation was not scared for his life, but in fact scared of what you were doing, nervous about what you were doing, that might be the smoking gun. At least for me, that sounds like the smoking gun. Now we got to wait for more evidence because the defense got to bring some evidence to him, stuff like that. But that would have, if I was in the jury, that would have convinced me right there. Okay, well, partner in the same situation, he said this. It's hard for me to think about any other evidence you could bring. Showing me video of the trajectory of the water. Somebody's going to bring up how much that boiling water could have hurt or you could have died from. Your partner wasn't scared and y'all had the same training. Sounds like he was a little unhinged to me. But, hey, we got to wait for more evidence to come out. Wait for what the jury has to say. But let's keep going and finish up this video.
The devil at her doorstep. Hallie, after that testimony, for the first time during this trial, Prosecutors in there played the body camera video that we've all seen that's been seemingly around the world tied to this case. And our producer said it was really heavy in that courtroom. One juror appearing to cry, another one covering their eyes with their notepad. Greyson during most of it looking down at his lap and appearing, our producer said, to cover his ears at the moment of the shooting. This is members of the Massey family were led out of the courtroom sobbing. Now, again, as you said, Greyson's team saying that he was reasonable to fear for his life in that moment. They've been urging jurors throughout this process to not form opinions too early and to think about what it must have felt like in the heat of the moment. And again, they argue that he genuinely feared for his life. But as you can see, Hallie, prosecutors doing everything they can to tear that rationale apart.
Maggie Vespa, live for us there in Illinois. Incredibly dramatic day there in court. I know you'll be following the rest of it as it continues. Maggie Vespa, thank you.
We thank you for watching.
Absolutely crazy. I can't imagine what it'd be in that courtroom. Hearing that video, because I remember when this case first happened, or when she was first murdered. I was diving through there's plenty of videos of body cam where you got different people breaking it down second by second, exactly what's happening. I was going through the whole thing, trying to figure out what is happening. What did he do? Would I feel scared in that situation? Or would I have just backed out and called someone else? Absolutely crazy. Let me know your thoughts on that whole situation. Do you agree that he should have feared for his life and that she should have been shot for having the boiling water? Or do you agree with me that it should have, there could have been plenty of other ways to handle that situation instead of killing her? That is my thoughts, but we'll have to wait and see until the jury rules, because we are a law. We are a state of laws. We are a country of laws, country of order, country of a judicial system. So do I agree with it at some points? No. We can tell that with some of the past videos we looked at. But we are a country with a judicial system and laws and a system in place to try to give a fair outcome or fair or justice to the victims. Does it always work? No. But it is the system we got and the system we have to uphold and make better. Absolutely tragic situation, but that is what the partner felt. He said that at the end of the day, he was not scared. He was not scared of the situation of what Sonya Massey was doing. He was more afraid of his partner. More afraid of what his partner was doing. Absolutely crazy, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on that whole situation. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said. It's a crazy world we live in, but we got to keep reviewing the world together. We have to keep reviewing the world together. All right, everybody, remember this is AC Reviews the World. Remember to